Turf Talk 101, man. One of my special moments in my life where I get to hang out with these young athletes as they chase their collegiate careers and possibly professional careers. This dude I've been following all the way from the high school days in the city of Compton, from Compton to Montana. Know his pops, great kid, great work ethic. Can't wait to hear his story and for everybody to catch up with it. It's Turf Talk 101 with me, Travon Smith. How you doing, man? How you doing, Mr. Carr?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. How you doing, my guy?
Hey, always good, always good. I've been, definitely checking you out and got some updates on you. But before we start, won't you go ahead and give an introduction of your name, what high school you played at, what position you played at, and where you're at currently?
First, I'm gonna say I appreciate you having me on Turf Talk, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
But come from Dominguez High School, Compton, California. Played DB, kick return, punt return, little receiver, little bit of everything, whatever the coach needed me to play.
Yeah.
Played a little bit of basketball too, all league. Feel me?
Uh-huh.
League MVP.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah,
Just all around athlete.
yeah, definite all-star athlete, a skill guy. Where you at? Let it be known where you at right now, man. Let them know.
Yeah, Montana State. Montana State
Montana
right now,
State.
DB right now.
We definitely
Finna
want
go into my
to.
redshirt sophomore year.
Okay. Definitely want to let them know Montana State. Let's rewind back. Let's talk a little bit about last year. I know I was updated on Pop's pages and checking out your pages, and I see what was going on. Definitely getting some time. But it looks like this year looks like you've grasped the collegiate concept and you understand
Yeah.
the platform on the field as far as what's going where to be. And not saying you didn't know before, but there's always that growing. Can you talk a little bit about that growing lesson, that growing you have to go through as an athlete?
Right. First, it started off the field. For me, I had to like get some stuff taken care of off the field, and then it just translated on the field. Just going and looking at the book a little bit more, asking coach, man, can we get some more film? You ain't doing nothing better, just get some more film, and it helped me. Now I understand the tendencies with the quarterback doing. Even though it was our team in spring ball, I was still we still kind of gonna scheme against him because just act like it's the real season. You feel me? So the growth just came with just locking in because this all I'm here for. This we here for school, but we came here because I was on a scholarship to play football and I haven't been these last 2 years. So it's like it's time now. I have to just lock in.
Yes, sir. And talk about the little bit about falling in love with the learning part of the game because when we're in high school, all of us thinking we're that guy and we understand, but really it's just the athleticism that gets us through to be the all stars and the all leagues and stuff. But when you get the collegiate level, it's that education is like you said, you have to learn tendencies, you have to study film, you have to hit the books. Talk a little bit about this, the process of that, of switching gears, doing that mentally.
The learning process is what's gonna technically get you better. For me, when you see yourself getting like improving, because of course everybody think you hot shit. Feel me? Like you feel like you can't be touched and stuff until you get to the college level and understand it's not just about just talent. You gotta understand like coaches don't want to repeat things more than once. So once your coach do something, write it down, tell you something, write it down. We in film, write something down. Even if you know it, write it down because it's just gonna lock it in your memory. Every time you doing something, write it down. That's what my coach Coach Shep been talking about, like writing stuff down because it's just in your mind. It's all you're gonna be thinking about if you keep writing it down. Don't be like, oh nah, I know that already. Because it'd be the little things in football that we mess up on that we did 100 times right. But that one time you mess up, especially at DB at corner, that could be six. So you
Yeah.
gotta always just be like technical about that because I used just I'm just going just I'm better than you, but it's not always that. Just when I use my technique, I feel way more comfortable.
Yes, sir. I think that's important for these young DBs to find out because they all think they the hot stuff, right? They all
Yeah,
think they got it figured out. When you go to college, there's always a learning curve. I don't care who you are. Even when the pros transition, the Patrick Surtains, and that they still transition after the year or two. Um,
right.
let's talk about. Okay, we talked about that. Let's talk about a little bit about the physicality. What's some things that you've learned for this year in the off season that because I already see pics in the in the spring games and all that stuff. So I see the growth physically, and I know some of that comes from mentally. But what's some things you did physically this year that's different?
Um, to be honest, just took it more serious in the weight room. Like honestly, like some days, of course, after practice and you had a long week, the weight room gonna get taxing. But for the most part, when you see the progression in your body, you you want to be in the weight room, and you want to look the part, because one, it's a mental aspect also, because when you look in the mirror and you see yourself like, I'm strong and I can get off these blocks now, or I
Right.
can make these tackles.
Mhm.
And not only saying that in the mirror, when you get out there and you actually see the things you're doing, and your strength is actually making an impact because of the work you didn't put in, and trying to eat better and stuff like that. But for the most part, just doing the extra stuff in our strength program is amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that, hey, shout out to my man, Mr. Carr out here, representing Montana State, Turf Talk 101. Let's talk about what was some issues that you may have had with either with a specific wide receiver, tall, faster, hips, blah blah blah, or route or certain routes that you
Come
not
on,
saying that
man.
not saying that they got you, but some things like this season, like, oh yeah, I'm ready for all that. And I know you always ready because that's the character you have and the athlete you are. But let's tap into you. Well, what was some routes or some issues that you had last year that now that ain't gonna give you none this year?
I wouldn't just say it would have been last year. I think it's just in general, a smaller, faster receiver
Yeah,
that I can't, like, because of the frame of a big receiver, I could get my hands on them. Is a
yeah.
bigger target when they little, and they ducking, and that's
They
like, because where I feel like I'm best at is when I'm getting my hands on a receiver. So if I can't get my hands, especially on a, a short fat, I'm not a 4'4",
yeah.
4'3" crazy. You feel me? So I use my length and the speed that I do have. I gotta put my hands on guys most of the time though. But that's the
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
receiver that I give you is like a receiver that's like a kind of like a slot.
Yeah. And you know what? That's an honest answer, and I love that, man. Because all them little slots give everybody problems, and
Yeah,
everybody try to act like it ain't a problem. No, them little
yeah,
slots,
nah,
they get on your nerves because they'll run around in circles and do
yeah,
all stuff that's not even like we don't even do this on the
yeah,
field.
yeah. Just keep me on that. I prefer just keep me on the island. You feel me? I guard the 6'5" dude,
Uh-huh.
but I'd rather guard the 6'5" dude over the slot any day.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Talk to us a little bit about what we gonna see from you this year, man. What's going on in your head this year? What speaking into existence? What's going on? What we want from you this year?
We just gonna make the impact. We just gonna make the impact on special teams. Def, you feel me? Just do what I do on the defensive end for sure.
Mhm.
Just making plays on the football, improving the tackling, showing that I could really come up and tackle and be physical in that aspect. But I feel like I always been a person that showed physicality, just because I'm a get in any receiver face and press them. Feel me? Like no matter how strong, how fast they are. So I just want to show a little bit of everything. Show I could do a little bit of everything, playing even in a slot a little bit. I could follow any receiver and really just like shut down the side of the field for my team.
Yeah, and that's something we know you can do. Like you said, like I said, we follow you through your high school career, your collegiate career. You have a bright career ahead of you, man. May you stay healthy. May you keep getting stronger. May you still stay in them books because I'm rooting for you, rooting for your family, and they definitely a fan of you over there in Montana State, man. So we appreciate you for hanging out with us this morning and just chopping it
Appreciate it.
up with us, man. I just want to check in with you and probably get with you during the season, or if not, you always know we are in the off season. We check up on you and see where everything is at.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Go ahead and tell them your name again, where they can find you at, what number you at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
NIL, whatever you need to tell them. Go ahead, bro. That's all you.
Takhari Carr. Find me at CBC Zill on Instagram. Takhari Carr 4 on Twitter. For me, get at me, man.
Yes, sir. From Compton to Montana State, man. We appreciate you. Stay safe out there, boss.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, brother.